Hi guys, this is Tulin. So I'm going to share with you why it's important to focus on the emotional state rather than the how. I'm not saying, it's not important and it's not a part of the plan, it is, but the emotional state will rewrite your story, and the new story will rewrite the strategy, the how. How can you change your life, live better, and completely turn your life around. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to my little tribe of 20 subscribers. I really appreciate you joining me here, because this is what excites me. This is what I love expressing, what I've learned along my journey and what I've learned from other people. So, people even responding to this is a bonus. It really is. So thank you. Now, I'm just going to share with you and be completely vulnerable here, because I know some of you can resonate with this. So I was at a place where I was victimizing myself and I felt powerless, because that was the only story and beliefs that I had. So, and that was on a subconscious and conscious level. It was a default program that I had from a childhood and I brought into adulthood. So first of all, I just want to clarify that it's important to tend to that aspect of yourself that you've neglected, so your shadow side. And when you feel depressed or negative, some phases of the year or month, they're clues for you to focus on them and to heal that part of yourself that you haven't healed before. So it's getting rid of that emotional baggage. Now, when I was victimizing myself, I had beliefs, I don't know what to do in life, I don't have any skills or talent, people are better off than me, I'm not smart enough, I don't have enough money, I don't have a purpose, I'm not a good speaker, I'm just not, what I say isn't worthy. I wait for external environments to change me, to change my life, waiting for something. Life is out to get me, and so on. The list goes on, unfortunately. So let's cheers to that. But I've realised those are my old beliefs, so that is why I couldn't change my life. So I knew if those beliefs got me to where I didn't want to be, how the hell is it going to get me to where I want to be? Now, we usually think, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? That's usually the first thing that we think that we should focus on, the most important. But we figure out the how because the future looks so uncertain, and we think, oh my God, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, then the plan's going to fail, my life's going to fail, people are going to fail, the future looks uncertain, and we figure it all out in our minds. So what is your emotional state right now? What was it yesterday? What was it last week? What was it last month? What was it the year before? Do you consciously choose to feel empowered every day, or do you choose to feel victimized? So do you feel stuck, or do you feel on the flow of life? There is a complete contrast to the two words, and emotional states. So do you consciously choose to feel better? Do you feel empowered, energetic? Do you push yourself? Do you push your boundaries? Do you go out your comfort zone? And how you choose to feel every day is important, because every day is a new day. Every day is a good day, every single day. Instead of focusing on the how and how it's all going to happen and how am I going to get from A to B, in this present moment is going to be the key. It's going to be the clue to everything that you desire. Because if you feel empowered today and you feel empowered next week in a high positive state for the next month and then for the next year. You will be a completely different person because you've rewritten a story that you've told yourself, and the emotional state you have will allow your goals to manifest the best way possible. Best way possible meaning in the least effort and resistance. So sometimes when we really, really want something and figuring it all out and how, it seems hard and it seems we have to put a lot of effort into it. And I'm not saying, you know, some things in life you will have to take the action and do things that are going to be uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be hard. So for example, I thought, okay, I need to be studying really, really hard. I need to stress myself out in order to pass my exams at uni. Because if I didn't feel like emotionally drained, then I wasn't going to pass my exam because I didn't feel like I put enough effort into it. So this leads into shifting and the universe. The universe responds to your vibrational match, your energy field. And if this is your first time even hearing about, you know, frequency and vibrational match, it's not something you see, it's something that you feel and you shift into it. This is a major shift and perspective if this is the first time even, you know, understanding what it is, because we're not used to this. Like I said, we think life is a huge struggle and you have to be in resistance to everything and everything's really hard and everything's an effort. For the first time, we can shift into believing and trusting in the self, into the universe and into the source. So I'm going to give another example, which I even learned this month. So obstacles, you're going to have obstacles in your journey. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get to your desire, to your goal. You're going to get there. It's just a part of the journey and you are exactly where you need to be. Now, this month I had a setback in my online business. I didn't reach the goal I wanted to by the end of the month, and this obstacle had a setback. So with the setback, you know, I felt stuck, powerless. I went into like panic mode and I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? And I put myself in this imaginary box that doesn't exist. Because of this obstacle, which needed to happen, I realized that I was putting myself in this emotional state of victimizing myself and feeling stuck, which are the complete opposite of freedom, of joy and love. And I was putting that vibrational frequency out there. So I was attracting that low emotional state back into my life, which I did. And I realized that it is not about the how, it's a part of the plan, but it's gonna come to me a lot more easier as an inspired idea, which I take action on. So I realized I'm exactly where I need to be and you are exactly where you need to be. And this obstacle, yes, made me take 2 steps back, but I sprung forward 10 steps forward because I realized I had to trust and believe in the obstacle and the lesson I learned from that, which is your vibrational state, your emotional state, sorry. And it was a part of the journey to get to my desire and to not be in resistance to these setbacks. So I hope this made some sense and clarified on focusing on your emotional state first, most importantly, rather than the how. The how will come about, and focusing on the moment right now, because every day is a new day, every day is a good day, and if you can focus on creating that new emotional state, over a while it becomes a story. It will guide you to how you face any obstacle. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment if this resonates with you, if you've learned something new, which is great. And yes, thank you very much. inwards and outward guides. Thanks.